That's because I'm muted. Thank you, Feral Kitty. Oh my gosh. First time things happening all over the place. We have tech issues happening, but we're still live. We have our music going. You still can't hear me? You still can't hear me? Oh my gosh. Let me know when you can hear me. Can you hear me now? You can hear me now. Okay, I see a yay. First time issues, first time issues. Long time listener, first time caller to the Mukbang station here on the YouTubes. But welcome everybody. Thank you, Feral Kitty. Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Sunday, somewhat fun day. Thank you for joining me. We're just gonna have a cute, quick little mukbang and chill. But first of all, I must bring you into day 4 of my microgreens journey. I'm growing my first little bit of microgreens. I bought a few different trays of these. This is the first one, day 4. And as you will see in my mukbangs, I love me a microgreen. So I was like, okay, I'm spending so much money on Whole Foods microgreens, like disgustingly how much money I spend on Whole Foods microgreens. So I figured, let me just grow them. I don't know. So welcome to my microgreen journey and our first mukbang. I also put a poll up. Do I order in? Do I cook? I did kind of a happy medium. I randomly this week out of nowhere had a craving for like lox on bagel, which I've never had in my life. So I made some the other day. It was really, really good. And so I was like, okay, well, I ordered in the ingredients. It's in the fridge. It's nice and light and easy, but I do want to do tacos. So maybe on Tuesday we can do a cute little Taco Tuesday. But yeah, today we have a lox bagel, and then I try to have some kind of greens or fruit on the side, some fresh raspberries, some pineapple, obviously a cute little dill for pizzazz. But yes, oh my gosh. How was everybody's week? I luckily the PTO fairy at my office, my day job, came knocking last week. And so I'm like, sorry, boss guys, womp womp, I have to take some time off. So I was able to take Thursday and Friday off, which was really nice. Let's see, how do we eat this? It's the first time, well, I eat on camera during like Zoom calls. I'm not usually talking and eating. So we're going to try to be a little bit of a lady here. Let's see. How do we make this into a bite size without making a mess? I think I got it. I think I got it, you guys. Oh my God. Watch Mimi learn how to eat. Okay, first bite. Here we go. If you're eating with us, bon appetit. Mm. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. Mm. Where have you been all my life? Oh, I need a little bit of lemon for sure. So Thursday was PTO day 1. I was feeling very motivated. I took Honey. We went on a walk in the morning. We walked to Petco. And then I saw, yeah, I'll try not to choke. And then I saw that they have grooming there. In her 2 little years, she had never been groomed before. So I was like, oh my gosh, let's get Honey groomed. So I made her an appointment. And then we took an Uber back home, hung out, walked back to Petco. Oh my gosh. Walking that day at 11 a.m. versus 3 p.m. was quite the difference because, yes, Honey went on a spa day. Oh, wait, show. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I can show the comments. Yes, Honey had a spa day, Feral Kitty. It was so cute, but oh my gosh, when we walked there at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it was like in the 80s, I think. I was melting by the time I walked into that Petco. So I took Honey in, I dropped her off, and then she was like, oh, it's going to be about 2 hours. And I was like, well, do I Uber back home or walk home just to come back to pick her up? Or do I go to Applebee's? I haven't been out in a while. Really haven't been going out during this whole ongoing, panini. So I went to Applebee's, had a couple of cocktails, I've been wanting to have their little wonton mini tacos, but you can't order those in. I kept seeing them on the Uber Eats menu, but you can't order wonton tacos for delivery. So I had those. They were delicious. And got to meet some new people. That was nice because it's hard to meet new people with ongoing working from home. So that was nice. And then 2 hours later, the groomer called, and Miss Honey was so happy. She had her first grooming appointment. But yeah. Mm, 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 mm. That was PTO day 1. I was feeling very motivated, but I'm pretty sure that those 2 walks, plus the cocktails, plus the meeting people, just completely drained me, because come Friday, PTO day number 2, I woke up late. I watched TV. I took a nap. And then went to the grocery store, which was somewhat productive. And then yesterday, what did we use? Yesterday, I worked out and debated whether we were going to do this last night or today. Put the poll up. It came up as a brunch moment, which I figured nice, cute little Sunday brunch moment. Cheers. So now we're here. It's Sunday. I woke up early this morning, which was good because I went to bed early because I wanted to make sure that I had decent amount of energy to get prepared for today and be nice and energetic for you all. But I'm also trying to work out. I haven't been able to do it every day yet. I'm trying to do it every day. So DragCon we're what, like 5 weeks away at this point? And I mean, in 2 months, I'm not going to lose the weight I gained in 2 years, but I'm definitely trying to get started on that. So I did 30 minutes of the Nintendo Switch this morning. And the weather has been so warm that after I'm done here and I digest, I'm probably going to go for my first swim of the year. Because my pool that's right outside of my apartment is still closed, and they haven't fixed any of the heaters, which is why I didn't swim during the winter. But it's warm enough that I'll probably get my first swim in today, and then I'll do another 30 minutes of Ring Fit later on today, because somebody's got to do it. But then let's see, what else are we going to do today? Actually, probably once I'm done eating, a good way to let it digest and a good honey moment, what we'll probably do is walk over to the dog park, and she can do her playing time. And actually by then it should be hopefully not too hot for her. So take Honey to the dog park, she can play, and then I take my book with me. It's been really nice. That's another thing that I started doing this year consistently as a routine, was taking let's see. Yes. Getting ready to slay a dragon. I'm trying. I'm trying. But another thing I'm glad that I've been doing is taking a book with me to the dog park, because I just let Honey do her thing. She goes and plays or walks around, or sometimes just hangs out by herself. And I read a couple of chapters. And so far, I'm a little more than halfway through Station 11, which I got because of the TV show, because of the HBO TV show. Now, if you watched HBO Station 11, I did. I watched it twice. I loved it. I mean, it was so cathartic. I remember the last episode came out on my birthday, and I watched it at like 5 a.m, and I cried like a baby. But it was great. It was so cathartic. But mind you, I know that very often books are usually better than the movies or the TV shows, but also often quite different, because the TV writers, their adaptation, they take their liberties with it, right? Oh my gosh, Station 11, right away, off the bat, like one of the main storylines of the TV show, which is like one of the things that gets you hooked. Completely different. Oh. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read the book but watched the TV show, definitely for sure the whole Kirsten, the little girl, being an actress at the play and meeting Jeevan that way is not a thing. Jeevan was at the play. Arthur Leander was playing King Lear, and he does have the heart attack. And Kirsten, Kirsten was an actress, I think. No, Kirsten is an actress in the book. I can't remember because she has the Station 11 books. Okay, so that part is there, but she doesn't meet Jeevan at the play. At least so far, they haven't set any of that up. Jeevan kicked off the book with like the play moment, and I've barely seen him since. Like he also was a paparazzi at one point during the Miranda scene, like when Miranda is like realizing that Arthur is cheating on her. In the book, there's a whole scene of like Miranda going outside of the house and talking to like a paparazzi person, and that's Jeevan, because Jeevan has had all kinds of jobs, and one of them at the time of the play is him wanting to be, I think, an EMT. So he felt like all kinds of happy that he jumped on the stage. Anyways, in the book, the prophet immediately way more bad than the show. Like, way more bad. The show, you almost immediately get more of the storyline of him as a little kid, and you meet him that way, and then by the time you connect his grown-up version, like you feel for him, you like him. In the book, immediately, like he's aggressive, he's bad, he takes like child brides, like it's crazy. Let's see, Feral Kitty says, good book to read at the park is The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson. Really funny, lighthearted. Ooh, I'll make a note of it. I should probably create like a link where people can send me suggestions for books, because I love keeping lists of things to buy, but I have so many books on my table that I bought that I need to read, but I'm so glad that I'm getting through Station 11. Anywho, I'm a little more than halfway through. You definitely, I've gotten some of the Miranda storyline. I've gotten a little bit of the Arthur Leander storyline. You meet the friend Clark, but there's a lot of Kirsten in the woods, like post the Georgia flu, which is what they call it here. And yeah, it's interesting. I'll be interested to see how this plays out. So after this, I'll be taking it over to the dog park with Miss Honey and reading a few more chapters and see how it keeps playing out. But Feral Kitty, is there anything that you're watching or have watched recently that you would recommend? I have Netflix, I watch YouTube a lot, and I have HBO, and I have cable. So also leave in the comments. Let me know, if there's anything that you recommend TV-wise, you want me to talk about, or any books that you want me to read. I'll give you hush, little girl. So background on like favorite books. One of my all-time favorite books of ever forever is The Neverending Story. It's way better than the movies. So good. I still have a copy. I will always have a copy for the rest of my life. If I only have one book, it's that one. One of my favorite authors is Christopher Moore. Not Death Becomes Her, because that's the movie. But it's very like his themes are like fantastical, I guess is a good word. So like vampires or like monsters, but set in like everyday world, and a lot of it is set in California and San Francisco, so like that really spoke to me. Love Sucks, I think, is the first one of the vampire short series. So that he's a really good author. I reread like Water for Chocolate last year, because I read that when I was younger. Oh my gosh, what's it called? It's The Golden Compass, Garth Nix, that series. That one's really good. That one is an HBO series that they're doing really well. Oh gosh, what are they calling it? I need to remember. I'll look it up because it's so good. Taking a bite. I forget that I'm supposed to be eating, but it's funny too. I was really like a little nervous of like, can I hold the camera on my own, just talking to myself? I'm so used to talking to, either podcast guests or Maddie, but I don't know. This is fun. I can see why people like doing this. Let's see. Most books are 100% better than the movies. Period. Period. Let's see. Mostly watch Drag Race, MasterChef, Top Chef. Read a lot of fanfic and books. Goodreads account. You know, I think I set one up once for like a contest. It's like, oh, enter your thing, whatever, to win whatever contest. And I would get the emails, but I never really used the account. So I think I just I unsubscribed. But is that for recommendations? Is that right? Does Goodreads give you like recommendations for books, if I remember correctly? Another thing, Feral Kitty, since you read books, I'm curious. Another thing that really kind of did a shift for me after watching Station 11, the TV series, was that I really want to invest in what I'm calling analog media. I want, like, my mom reads Kindles because my mom reads so much. She reads. So she reads like on her Kindle or whatever, her iPad now. But I want books. Like, I want physical books. I want to be able to like hold the book, smell the book. But also, again, if all this digital stuff crashes on us for either temporarily or permanently, you know, I want to have my bookcase full of books and like a record player that I can pay, as long as I can have some solar electricity going or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. Let's see. For camera angle, so viewers can see the plate too. I know I need to. Let's see, because it's like I'm using the laptop camera, which is like also a problem. And I think the blurring. There we go. Hello. Hi, sweets. You know, I think Feral, what I'm gonna do, I have like an actual camera. And I think what I'm gonna do this week is play with the camera and using that as a camera, and that will be able to give me a better control of the angle, because right now I'm just like on the laptop. But here we go. But I'll play with it some more. Keep that in mind. How about that? Let's see. Better? That should be better. I appreciate feedback. You know, tech company XYZ that I work for, one of the big things that's kind of like, you know, a big part of the company culture. And I appreciate it because it actually helped me move up relatively quickly, considering I've been there for less than 2 years and I got promoted. Fast feedback. And it's something that I've had to learn over the years what to do with, because, you know, it's not easy to get constructive criticism and like do something with it and like not be butthurt, you know? Yes, nothing beats physical books. The smell of a book. And like, you can let somebody borrow a book, you can gift a book. I love gifting books. Oh, we say hello. Looks yummy. Thank you. So this is my first mukbang and Kiki. Lox with bagel that I randomly had a craving for this week for the first time in my life, and some fresh fruit. Oh my gosh. So thank you, Feral Kitty. Yes, book. Oh, tell me, sweets. What books did you get? I need to know. Oh, hi, Dr. Cosby. That makes me a little teary-eyed. Hi, everybody. So yes, welcome to Mimi's first mukbang and Kiki. So we talked about the week so far, books we're reading. What else do I have? Oh, so I blindly, because I was so excited about Station 11 and I got the book, I just blindly got that same author's next book. I'm like, it must be good. The Glass House. Honey Hash. So I have that one waiting for me. What else do I have? The Golden Compass series. I want to reread that. Let's see. I'm eating a chile y queso tamale. Yum! Buen provecho! Honey, I know you want to say hi to everybody, but you need to chill out. I spent most of my younger years in a library. I haven't seen a lot of movies because my head was always in a book. I can relate. I have said, most of my grown up life when I talk about my childhood, I always say that my mom didn't take me to toy stores. She took me to bookstores. And we would basically okay, our weekend plans would be and this is me as a kid in Puerto Rico, right? So we'd go to the little bookstore and I can remember what it looks like. I can remember what it smells like. It had a little corner that's where they sold the records and the CDs. And that's where I bought my first CD as a little kid in Old San Juan. And my mom would take us there on Friday afternoon. And I'd buy my little Babysitter's Club books. Oh my gosh, I love the Babysitter's Club. And so at that point, I knew English, but we were living back in PR. And so I practiced and kept my English really well by reading a lot, so much, and watching a lot of cable TV. But yeah, oh my God, the Babysitter's Club. Y'all remember the Babysitter's Club? And what's funny is that when I moved to the States for the last time as a sophomore in high school, well, first of all, sophomore year was Olympia, Washington. Talk about a culture change from Puerto Rico. Oh my gosh. Babysitter's Club was tea. Yes. Babysitter's Club and the gymnast. Yes. And this is the Fire Done Lemon. Act Like You Got Some Sense. Jamie Foxx. Unprotected. Billy Porter. Nice. So these are the books that you got for your mom. Oh my gosh. Good books. Good books. I need to add these to my list too. Yes. So good. So good. Oh, well, look at that. Locks with bagel is just magically gone. That's so cute. I have my fruit salad left. Oh, and for the lovelies that just joined, welcome to my first microgreen growings journey. The baby is on day 4. Babies. Because as you will see ongoing in my mukbangs, I love microgreens, so I'm trying to grow them. So we'll see. I basically lived in a used bookstore. Yes! Oh, again, talk about flashbacks. When I was 2nd and 3rd grade, we lived in Boulder, Colorado. And again, my mom did not take me to the toy store. She would take me to the bookstore. And this bookstore, it was a bookstore on one side and a cafe on the other side. And I remember, so vividly, I would go buy my little book. And then we would go to the cafe and I would have hot chocolate and they would give it to you in the nice glass, whatever with the handle, the see-through glass cup with the handle for hot chocolate with the whipped cream on top. And I would drink my little hot chocolate and we would read our books and then bundle up and walk back to the apartment. So the reason why we lived in Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, when I was that young. So my mom had me relatively young and she was still in school, and so she went to finish her degree. She got her degree in journalism at Boulder State University, and so 2nd and 3rd grade for me were at Boulder. So many memories I have of Boulder, Colorado. And then we moved back to Puerto Rico. My favorite books growing up were Sydney Sheldon. I know, weird for a child. Books are books. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite people in the world that I miss so much and I'll forever miss, my grandfather, my abuelo Johnny. He was another avid reader, but he loved, he could read about anything. So he was like a walking encyclopedia. And which is one of the reasons I love talking to him. He would call me randomly on a Sunday and I would just ask him what he was reading about, and be reading about history or about geography, about the world. We would talk about different religions. It was so nice. I miss him so much. But, we're blessed to have the people that we have. Oh, but books, one of the things that he loved is that it can take you anywhere in the world and you can learn about anything. And mind you, this is a man that grew up in the mountains of Puerto Rico, super, super, super poor, dirt floors for most of the house, and didn't even know electricity until he was a kid. And a teacher let him live with her for a while because she felt bad for him. That's the first time he saw electricity. And then for him to grow up and come to the States, he was a taxi driver. He was a bodybuilder. He used to lift weights at Muscle Beach in Southern California. That's where he met my grandmother. And so my mom was born out here in California, but raised in Puerto Rico by my grandfather. But yeah. And then went back to Puerto Rico, made a business for himself. Yeah, very entrepreneurial. My mom's side of the family is and was. No. So this is my little entrepreneurship, trying to do my little content creating on the side. So I appreciate you all coming on my journey with me. I feel so open and vulnerable with you all, and I appreciate that, because I was really nervous. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna be able to do this by myself? But this is fun. This is really fun. So for the next mukbang and Kiki, what would y'all like to see me eat? What would you like to talk about? Let me know in the comments. I was thinking maybe this Tuesday doing a Taco Tuesday, because duh, I've been craving tacos, and I think I finally found a place that I can order them from. So my favorite Mexican restaurant, in the area that I live in, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, they just closed. They had to close. And all the other places that I've been ordering Mexican food from were basura. Like, I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, I might as well just have ordered Taco Bell, because that's how bad like those Mexican places were. And so I found one new place on Uber Eats that's close by to order, that it still like arrives good enough. And so this week I ordered a chile verde plate, because I was like, okay, that's a good test. They can get the plate, and if they can get the chile verde right, everything else should be right. And it was so freaking good. So good. Like, oh my god, I'm like Wendy Williams salivating right now thinking about it. It was so good. So I'm gonna give them another shot, and we're gonna have a mini taco party. So I feel like Taco Tuesday would be cute. And by then, who knows? I don't think I'll have finished reading Station 11, but I'll definitely be closer to the end, and I'll have a better idea of how it maps out compared to the series. But if you have HBO Max, whatever, and so Station 11 is basically like post-apocalyptic, drama. But the show, to me, I ultimately saw it as like a study in grief and how people manage grief. And the character development was really, really well done. The writing is really, really well done. The acting is phenomenal. It's just one short series. So give it a shot, Station 11. And with that last raspberry, that's the last bite. And we've reached the end of MeMeCherry's first mukbang and Kiki. So thank you, Dr. Cross, Sweets Harmony, Feral Kitty, and everybody that watches afterwards. Hello. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I hope that you have a wonderful week. This is not the last time that you're going to see me. I actually really enjoyed doing this, so you're probably going to be seeing more of this. Also, let me know. I want to do these, but like cook with me. So we can do some cook with me's, we can do some mukbang and kikis. I'm loving doing the little short videos, so you're gonna be seeing the short videos. But yes, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Feral Kitty. Thank you. Oh, yes. Ooh, okay. Before I go, let's name the first tray. So like, okay, like what's a good like band name? So like back grow NSYNC, like, oh. You know what, this is NSYNC. Yes, this first little tray's name is NSYNC because it's sun and water and seeds coming together to make magic. So this first little tray is NSYNC. So let's watch NSYNC grow in the next let's see, so today's day 4, so by Taco Tuesday I'll be harvesting, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you, everybody. Bye.